Cooper Marchie here. Happy Catterday, everybody. Fishermen who were passing by assisted in saving a newborn animal. Actually, animals. As she ponders how to save her young, a helpless mother moose peers into the water. The mother moose tries to save her baby while it battles to keep above the water's surface close to the shore. There's only the edge, and there's no sandy shore where you may simply walk out of it. Also, it was much more difficult for the mother to drag her onto the ground because the land's edge was also covered in jagged branches. A boat carrying fishermen sailed by at that precise moment and spotted the distraught mother. They explained they chose to let nature take its course and let the mother moose assist her young. We observed a newborn moose struggling to get on the land, but after leaving, they returned an hour later to discover the mother moose had vanished, and the baby moose was still in the water. The mother moose was nowhere to be found, but the baby moose was still wailing and trying to reach the shore. The calf began to blow bubbles out of its nose, which indicated it was really worn out. They believed it was safe to assist at this time. Apparently they were afraid of the mother moose, I think. Being protective, Anyway, they leaned forward to get her onto the boat and out of the water. The infant was shivering when it was taken out of the water. The fishermen moved to a more open area and transported the young moose there. It had a hard time standing up and presumably didn't know where it was. In need of one last bit of assistance, the newborn moose turned to face its rescuers. The young moose wasn't allowed to roam on its own until the fishermen felt confident enough to let it. Meanwhile, on the jagged rocks above the lake, a second newborn moose was likewise imprisoned. Earlier, the mother moose was present, but because she was able to swim, she was able to escape the lake and leave. They didn't know if she fled to seek assistance or left her infant to fend for itself. They removed it from the far-off rocks by lifting it. It must have been quite frightened because it appeared to be worn out attempting to hold on to the rocks. When they arrived on the land, the two men laid the young moose down so it might proceed to its family. The newborn moose, though, was presumably still frightened and wished to remain with the two men a little longer while it recovered. In the end, they were both rescued and the moose family was finally reunited. What an adventure, and what lucky moose babies to be rescued. Thank you to these kind men for taking the time to help these baby moose, and for risking their safety because Mother Moose might have been upset with them. Cooper Marchie here. Ciao.